are headed right now. That car does have, I think, like 2 or 3 oil changes that the dealership gave out for free. Back at the house. It is a beautiful day out here in Houston. Today I wanted to show y'all a surprise that I've been keeping from the channel for a couple days. I don't know if I mentioned that I did get rid of the truck, the project truck that I had got. I don't know, I just figured it was gonna need a lot of more work, and I just really didn't want to spend so much money on getting that truck to where it needs to be. The truck did have a lot of problems, and I just didn't want to be the one dealing with that. I know it is a project, but I still have the Mustang, and I do have some things that I still want to get done with that car. And I just feel like building that truck up was gonna take so much from the Mustang, as far as like things that the Mustang needs. I feel like I was gonna have so much money going into the truck. So what I did was I came up on an awesome trade. I think I did get the steal on this one. It is still a Chevy, because like I said in one of the videos, I did get a Chevy because I wanted something cammed. I just like the sound of the chopping noise. And I know on the Mustangs, you would have to do a ghost cam in order to get that sound out of them. I did make sure to stick with a Chevy for the cam, but did go with the older model. It is a 1995, and the truck was a 2000. But differences are, this is a car, not a truck. So now we do got 2 sports cars on the channel. So we're gonna have some Chevy content, and we're gonna have some Ford content. Best of both worlds. I know this car, you know, it's not these newer model cars, but I think it would still be a fun project once I get started on it, just to see how much power I could get out of it. But without further ado, let me go ahead and show y'all the car and give y'all some details on the car. Alright guys, so here you have it. It is a 1995 base model C4 Corvette. As you see there, it's all original wheels. I'm guessing the original paint also. Got a couple scratches here and there, which you would expect on the 1995. But have the hood open and top off. This top does come off. It's held down by some screws. Couple things I like about this model is that the hood goes up with the fenders, so it gives it like that Viper style kind of thing. And this motor is a LT1. It's the 5.7. Not sure, I haven't really looked at the specs as far as horsepower and torque, but I do believe it's around, like, I'll say low 300s maybe, or you know, it might be pushing somewhere low in the 200 something to the wheels. But it is a 3,300 pound car, so it's not that slow, but it's not fast at all for now, of course. But like I said, man, I would really like to see what these LT1 motors could do, you know, with basic bolt-ons, cam, headers, things of that nature. Got stock intake, stock everything, except for the exhaust. The exhaust has I think it's the stock resonator and stock cats, stock headers. Only thing it has, I believe, is MagnaFlow mufflers. So has a pretty deep tone to it, but it's not loud at all. Came with Nito tires all around, original wheels. Got a couple scratches here and there. It has a 360 light, which is pretty cool on these. The C5 car also has them, but the only difference is C5 only comes up, I believe, like halfway, and then this one does the whole turn. So we'll be getting tint later on. It has a clear tint right now, and it was peeling off. But yeah, man, this car is pretty nice. It was pretty well kept. Has 115,000 miles. Has the, I think he said 3-inch pipes with MagnaFlows. So but other than that, the car is all stock. Couple scratches on the hood there. Your usual wear and tear for the year. I think it's like 25 to 26 years old already. But the interior, I would say it's pretty good for like I said, the year. Seats have wear and tear, but everything else, no cracks. Dash looks pretty good. The only thing that's wrong with the car and the interior is the stereo wasn't working, and also these windows do not go down. Good thing is though that it does have AC, so it won't be dying or nothing. As you see here, the rubber seals, I'm gonna need to replace all that, take all that off. I guess they had the top off for so long, and that heat was just rotting up that whole seal. So we're gonna need to replace that. See what's wrong with the windows. It's all electrical, so lights work perfect. They flip up perfect. They might need a little WD-40 on the left one. But another problem with the car that I'm having, me and this guy that I did meet up with to do the trade, we met up at a gas station and checked out the cars. And the day was like real bad. It was raining real bad, and the dude started it up for me. Told me what all he had done to it. He said it had a fresh tune-up, but you still always kind of want to, without paperwork, you still kind of don't want to, you know, just go off what somebody's saying. Maybe they're just trying to sell the car, you never know. But it was having, I think it's having spark issues. So currently right now, I have no idea why it does not want to start. It tries to start, but it just doesn't turn over. And I do have a couple videos of it just running. I might still haven't been able to really enjoy the car and you know, just cruise around, just because when I drove it here, it was, man, it ran so well. Everything just ran smooth, no problems that I noticed. I ran it in some hard rain, some pretty harsh weather, and the car did just fine. Drove it a pretty far distance, and I didn't have no problems on the way over here. No shaking, no misfires, no nothing. But I put it in the garage, washed it up, and what I noticed on the drive, I guess since the rubber seals are all torn up and all that around the windows, I do have like a small leakage coming in, but it's not bad to where, you know, it would soak everything up. So when I got home, parked the car and washed it up, put it in the garage, and next morning I tried to start it up. Started right up, but it was having issues. It didn't want to start at times, and it would take so long to start. And I wanted to take it out, but it was just still raining so bad that I just had to wait for it all to go down. I didn't want to be stranded somewhere in the rain if it did give me issues when I took it out. But other than that, I feel like it's having a spark issue. I did think it was the fuel pump at first, but I smell fuel as I'm trying to start it, so I don't really think it's the fuel pump. I would think that it's with a spark issue. And yesterday I was cleaning out the car from the inside, and I found a bag, and it had some spark plugs. It had some spark plugs in it, And what I did do when I got it, I changed the plugs, the wiring plugs to it on the that go connect to the spark plug. This car does come with an OptiSpark, which is kind of annoying. So OptiSpark is located right behind the belt, the pulley, and I had to take off the belt, take off a couple other parts just to get to it. I took off the ABS thing and changed the plugs out that go to the spark plugs. But what I did not check is the spark plugs. That's what I haven't checked. I cleaned out kind of all the engine bay, got some grease out of the way and stuff. Try to clean as much as I can, just in case there was no grease laying around wires or any of that was that could cause a short somewhere or anything. But what I did notice when I was cleaning out the car from the inside, right behind the seat, he had a bag, and he told me he had got a tune up and all that. So what I found was these spark plugs. All this was in a bag, and first thing I seen was Motorcraft, and I opened them all up, and it looks like these were the ones that came out of the car. AC Delco, I believe that's a Chevy part right there. And there was 4. I got the other 2 inside. I was looking at them the other day, but there was 4 that was already changed out, and these 4 right here were the new ones, the ones from Motorcraft. So I did compare the two. And they look pretty similar, but I do see that this one's a little tiny bit longer. And I don't know, first off, I don't know if you could even use Motorcraft on Chevy, so I don't know if that's causing the spark issue or not. But also, just the slight tautness of this one might also be causing the problem. So the only thing that I could guess is that there's 4 new spark plugs on maybe the passenger side, just because he did do the plugs. He did the wires on that side, but he told me that on the driver's side he couldn't get to them. There was too much things in the way, so that's why I had to take all of it apart just to get to the OptiSpark. OptiSpark is a pain in the ass, just because sometimes it goes out. That I was reading this on YouTube, that it goes out whenever it gets wet at times, even like sometimes on a bad rainy day. So I'm hoping it's not the OptiSpark. I seen a MSD brand for about $200 and something. But just want to make sure that maybe it could be the spark plugs. I don't want to change out the OptiSpark when I really don't have to. So we're gonna try and see if that's the case, and maybe I could get some of you guys to comment, let me know if y'all do know anything about these C4s and what else it could be. But that is my only guess. I have not took out the plugs and the spark plugs just to see, what all the owner did before me. So that would be my next thing to do, is take the spark plugs out, check that, and then from there, if I get any good feedback from it. But if you guys know anything about these cars or what it could be, go down in the comments and let me know. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to start it for y'all, so I could show y'all the problem that it's having now. But it is a good thing that I did get video on the car as soon as I got it, to show y'all that it was running. But so here you guys have it. It is an auto. I know that's a bummer for some of you, but this is gonna be a cruise car for most of the time being. Just because I didn't want to be using the Mustang every day. That is my baby. So one thing I did notice is on these C4s, it's almost like a bathtub. It's like you're going in, so it's like really small in there and compacted. But carpet is taken care of. I still would like to take these seats out, get some new seats, maybe some Corvos later on, and get all the carpet shampooed under the seat and all that. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's a pretty cool car to have fun in, especially if you're barely getting into the car world. Some people might not want to go with something too fast, you know, a starter's car. But let me go ahead and so there you have it. This car did come with the digital dash. It does not have the one that shows you manually the gauge, but yeah, it is having problems telling me the miles that I'm doing, but it does tell me the fuel, like how much fuel is left, and you can see it's like really fading away right there. It's like you can't really see the numbers. So later on we would have to see what's wrong with that, but AC works, and there you guys have it. The service engine soon is on, so don't know if that's like another pointer for whatever the problem is as far as the spark issue, but let me go ahead and try to start it and you guys can see for yourself. Just nothing. And that's pretty much why the battery was dead at one point, just because I kept messing around with it, moving around things in the engine, disconnecting stuff and connecting it back just to see if I seen any rips or anywhere that the manifold might have burned any wires, but I couldn't see anything. So that's really my next thing for this car. So here you have it, guys. The beautiful C4. Little scratches here and there on the bumper, but I mean it's 95, so not expecting a flawless car on the paint. I did get, I mean, a good deal on it. It is a pretty nice sports car to have. More than likely you see older gentlemen with these cars, retired workers already, but really glad about the trade. And this car does have the gas tank up here, so it's pretty cool. Has little cool features here and there. You see the nice exhaust tips. No dents. This side fender right here, did notice that it was sticking out a tad bit from the body line. Shouldn't be a hard fix. Wheels, I do plan on keeping those wheels on, just because I want to keep it original for now. Don't really change it up too much. Might get some new lights here. As you can see, they're already turning yellow. But let me show you guys the lights, how they pop up. It is one of the cool parts about the car. There you have it. Lights work perfectly all around. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think it was in your opinion, do you think it was a steal, or do you think it was a pretty dumb trade? But from my perspective, I do believe I did come out with the win on this one. We're gonna have a lot of content coming later on with this car, and we're gonna see what this car is capable of. We might do some track days with it, take it to the drag strip, have some fun with it. I did see on YouTube this car stock ran like a 13 something. So that's pretty good. That's not bad at all for the year and for the horsepower and torque. But I think this car has more torque than horsepower, and you do feel it on the low end. But man, it's a fun car still. You can have fun with it. It does burnouts pretty good. I did do a burnout the other day. Didn't get it on video just because I did it so quick, and I was just so frustrated I couldn't take out the car to drive because of the weather. So man, I just burned out just barely, and man, it did it quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some clips in on this video, show y'all that the car was running and how it sounded. I do have the top off, like I had said, and the top is gonna need to be repaired because I feel like they had this top on the ground, just literally sitting on concrete, and man, it's real bad. The scratches are real deep, so this thing will need to be sanded down and repainted. Or if I find a new one for a good price, I might consider even getting a new one. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. I hope you guys like the car. If any of you guys know any information on these cars as far as what the problem could be, comment on the bottom and let me know. That way I won't have to go spend a whole lot of money to try to see what the issue is and, you know, it not get fixed. So hope you guys enjoyed the trade. Stick around, see some more content on this car. Yes, we still do have the Mustang. This dude just picking at my shit, disrespectful. But still have the Mustang content. I did see somebody comment saying where's the Stang, and it's just been some bad weather over here in Houston. And also I was having I think it's a mass airflow problem. It's saying, I don't know if I'm having vacuum leaks somewhere, but sometimes it goes into limp mode and I'm just not able to get on it or any of that, so it just acts real bad once it goes into that mode. And another thing coming probably next week for that car, and I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it on video or even doing it myself, because I don't know if I trust myself doing that with that car. I'm gonna do the spark plug change. I have been looking at some videos to try to get an idea of what all I'm gonna need, what tools, but that's what's gonna be coming next for that car. And hopefully I could find a problem to this car and try to see if I could get it running hopefully by the end of this year. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long on this content from this car. I do want to get started on this car very quickly, just because I want to drive it already every day. You know, I don't want to have to be driving the car, the Mustang, to work every day. And plus, it's auto, so you know, there's times that, man, it's heavy traffic at work, and I just kind of get tired of just going through gears. And but other than that, man, I hope you guys liked the video. Hope you guys liked the car, the trade, and like I said, any feedback y'all could give me, man, I would highly appreciate it. But without further ado, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.